Kam jirtu maatiiwwan Qubii Akaadaamii bagaa gara YouTube chaanelii keenyatti nagaan dhuftanii yeroo darbee akkuma eegallee waa'ee punctuations and capitalization ilaalaa jirra. Isaas bakka sadiitti qoonnee ilaalleerra. Paartiin dhumaa har'aa waa'ee writing keessaa nuti ilaallu waa'ee punctuation keessaa capitalizations. We are going to focus on this lesson, and we will see what capitalization is, and also we will focus on what we should capitalize and also what we shouldn't capitalize when we write something. So follow us from the beginning to the end, and also we will practice some questions which were taken from national exam. So follow us attentively. So capitalization, I hope this word is not new for you. So the meaning of capitalization, the practice of using uppercase. Uppercase means capital letters. Uppercase to indicate the beginning of a sentence, to emphasize the words, or to show proper nouns. So the system of using uppercase or capital letters as the beginning of the sentence or as the beginning of proper nouns, and also to emphasize words, a letter that we use as the beginning. When we begin with capital letters, we call it capitalization. So in short, capitalization is the use of capital letters where needed. We don't capitalize all, and we have to capitalize where needed and when needed only. We don't capitalize for all sentences. We don't capitalize for all words, or we don't capitalize for all nouns. So the system of using upper case letters or capital letters is what we call capitalizations. Let us focus on rules of capitalizations. That means what we should capitalize when we write. When writing, we have to capitalize the first letter of the following. Not all words or not all letters. We have to capitalize the first letters of the following. So the first, we have to capitalize months, the first letter of the month, holidays, days. Look at the example. The gardener, look, this is why we capitalize it here, because it is the beginning of the sentence. Then the gardener comes on Tuesday. Look, why we capitalize here, because it is days of the week. Then Friday, also days of the week. Kanaaf wanti nuti capitalize gochuu qabnu hunduma isaa capital goonatu hin ta'in sentensii nu kenname sun yoo manzii of keessaa qabate ji'oota waggaa taanaan holiday yookiin ayyaanota waggaa taanaan akkasumas days of the week taanaan guyyoota torbanii taanaan maqaawwan kana hundumaa yeroo kamiyyuu taanaan jalqabe isaanii qubee guddaadha yookiin guddee isaanii eegaluu qabnaa jechuudha. Kanaaf as keessatti yoo ilaaltan T capital goone kun maaliifi kun jalqaba sentensii waan ta'eedhaafi what you have to know in every sentence, when we begin a sentence, we have to start with capital letter. Sentence kamiyyuu yoo ta'u sentence tokko gaafa barreessinu jalqaba isaarra capital gochuu qabna. The second example, Ethiopian people celebrate Christmas in December. Look, is capitalized. Then also C here capitalized because the name of holiday. Look at this, D is capitalized because December is one type of month this year. The other, look at this, is one different from this two. It is my favorite holiday. Why we didn't capitalize here? The sentence is correct, but we have to add here full stop, so the sentence is correct. We do not capitalize H here. What I said here, we capitalize months, holidays, and days. Not the word itself is. Know the word itself is. What I said, what this sentence indicates, the months, not the word months, not the word holiday, not the word day. Kan nuti capitalize gochuu qabnu jecha sana tuun ta'in fakkeenyaaf ji'oota waggaa yeroo jennu eenyuuf akka ta'an ji'oota waggaa sana ayyaanota waggaa yeroo jennu ayyaanota sana capitalize goone malee jecha kana capitalize goone miti yookiin days of the week yeroo jennu jecha day jedhu kana capitalize goone tuun ta'in ji'oota guyyoota torbanii kan akka Monday, Tuesday warra sana kanneen kana capitalize goone malee jecha kana miti jechuudha. Then the second, we have to capitalize the first letter of proper noun. Always the first letter of proper noun should be capitalized. Maqaa dhuunfaa kan agarsiisan yeroo hundumaa capitalize gochuu kan qubee jalqaba. Isaanis kan akkamii fa'i? Fakkeenyaaf country name, sea, ocean, river, lakes, building, mountains, particular schools, hospitals, university, college, bridge, etc. We have to capitalize the first letter of such type of proper nouns. Proper noun warri kun yoo nu kennaman yeroo hundumaa qubee jalqabaa capitalize gochuu qabna. Maqaa biyyaa yoo ta'e, maqaa galaanotaa yoo ta'e, maqaa garbootaa yoo ta'e, maqaa lageenii yoo ta'e, maqaa harawwanii yoo ta'e. Kanaaf nuti jechoota kana country kan jedhu capitalize gootuun ta'in biyya sana fakkeenyaaf Nigeria inni capitalize gochuu qabna. Nigeria is country when we say like this one. Then Ethiopia we have to capitalize E, country. So I'm not saying we have to capitalize these words. What I say, we have to capitalize like oceans, like Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, like this. So we have to capitalize such types of proper nouns. Look at the example. The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific. It is capital. Here it is capital and O also capital. We have to capitalize both of them. Jimma University. Also U capital and J is capital here. Lake Tan. Both are capitalized. L and T. We don't capitalize one of it. We have to capitalize each of them. Lake Tana. Lamaan isaanii capitalize gochuu qabna. Peerii kana yeroo akkasitti kennamu lamaan isaanii. Garuu fakkeenyaaf amma nuti jecha lake jedhu capitalize goone ta'in jecha river jedhu capitalize goone ta'in yeroo ol qabatan fakkeenyaaf river Abbaay. Utuma keessan tessituu garuu Ethiopia has many rivers to get it? Rivers. We don't capitalize river in this sentence. Yeah. So when it shows proper noun in this form, we have to capitalize the first letter of each word. Yeah. The Red Sea. Here R is capital and S is capital also. The Bale Mountains. M capital, B is capital also. The Mount Kilimanjaro. M is capital and also K is capital. So if it shows the word is about proper noun, or if it's a noun is proper noun, we have to capitalize the first letter. The third, but what you never forget, don't forget not capitalizing the word like this. Amma jechuuta rakkasi kana capitalize goonatuun ta'in gaafasaan proper noun agarsiisan capitalize goona. Fakkeenyaaf look as example. We don't capitalize the word bridge unless it starts a sentence. Not only bridge, also sea, river, lakes. We don't capitalize them unless they used as the beginning of the sentence. We don't capitalize them. When we should capitalize, when they refer the proper noun, or when they used as a proper noun, we capitalize them. Kan nuti capitalize gochuu dandeenyu gaafa isaan akka proper noun itti fayyadamanidha. Fakkeenyaaf Brooklyn bridge, proper noun here, a type of a bridge. Also, the word country would not normally capitalized, but you would have to write like as one, China, with a capital C, because it is the name of specific country. When it is a specific country, we have to capitalize it. So, if somebody says there are different countries in the world, there are different countries in the world. If somebody says one, we don't capitalize country in such forms. In order to capitalize such types, the noun should show proper noun, or it should be proper noun in order to be capitalized. Look guys, also the word state, while not normally capitalized, would be written with a capital letter if it is in the name of organization, like the state board of education. Look, it is capitalized here. The first letter, board, is capitalized. We don't capitalize prepositions. We have to capitalize E here, education. The third, we have to capitalize the first word of a sentence in a quotation, but not the second when it is interrupted. You can understand this sentence from the example. Where reporting verbs are used as a beginning, like this one. Where reporting verbs are used as a beginning, the first letter in inverted comma or in a quotation mark should be always capital. Where reporting verbs are used as beginning. Have you seen this one? Amma reporting verbiin jalqabarra gaafa dhufu, gaafa mallattoo raabbii asitti bannu, we have to capitalize the first letter. The first letter should be capitalized. Jecha kana keessa inni jalqabarra jiru capitalii ta'uu qaba jechuudha. Maaliif reporting verbii keenya jalqabarra jira waan ta'eef. And also we have to use in the punctuation marks here, inside of inverted comma, not outside. But look at this one. Now look at the position of reporting verbs. Reporting verb is now as a middle. As a middle. Where reporting verbs are used as a middle, we do not capitalize the second words in inverted comma. In order to capitalize this, both clauses should be independent. Amma as keessatti kana capitalize gochuudhaaf inni jalqabaa kun capitalii ta'a. Isa secondary irratti jiru close secondary irra jiru capitalize gochuudhaaf immoo close keenyatu nu murteessa. Close keenya lamaan isaanii of danda'a yoo ta'an yookiin ergaa guutuu dabarsu yoo ta'e bakka kana after reporting speech bakka kana full stop keenya close jalqabaa keessa close lammaffaa keessa jechuudha. Qubee jalqaba mallattoo raabbii keessa jiru sana capitalize godha. Utuu sentensiin kun no yookiin closing kun lamaan isaa independent ta'e. Amma garuu independent miti waan ta'eef reporting verbiin keenya jidduu waan jiruuf first letter of the second clause should begin with small letter. Kanatti jalqabuu qabna jechuudha. Look at this one. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the only way to have friend is to be one. So this is capital because this one is reporting verbs. Reporting verb used as a beginning. We use comma outside of inverted comma or quotation mark. Then we have to capitalize the first letter, and then we have to use full stop inside of the inverted comma. The fourth, we have to capitalize directions, but this was not always. When the direction shows specific regions, we capitalize it, specific region, but not capitalized when it shows directions. Gaafa direction agarsiisu capitalizing goonu. Kan nuti capitalize goonu when it shows a specific region. Look at the example. My favorite place in the world is Northern Ontario. This one is capitalized because it is specific region. Specific region. But do not capitalize north, south, east, and the west. These are directions. When giving a direction, if the sentence is showing you direction, we do not capitalize the first letter. What we should, or when we should capitalize the directions, when it shows a specific regions. Only when it shows a specific region. Specific region inni tokko gaafa nutti agarsiisu duwwaa capitalize goona malee kallattiiwwan kaaba kibba baadiyyaa kan jennu kana capitaliidhaan hin barreessinu jechuudha. Jalqaba isaa capitaalii gochuu hin qabnu. Fakkeenyaaf look as example. Drive 6 blocks north and then turn right. Look, it shows direction here. Amma sitti direction agarsiisa malee specific region tokko yookiin specific area tokko nutti agarsiisaa jiru. So drive 6 blocks north and then turn right. So we do not capitalize in this format of writing. The second example, look at the second example, is different from the first. I grew up in the Midwest. Now Midwest directions, specific regions. So we have to capitalize M. And then the south. The south. Look, article is used. Article is used. It indicates as a specific region. A specific region. Most of the time when article is used before them, we have to capitalize directions here. Z plus direction, capitalize. Z. Z plus direction. The north, the south, we capitalize. Unless we do not capitalize. When it shows directions. The second example, I moved further south, look, south, after high school. I moved further, general, directions. It doesn't show specific region. Which south? If it's a, let me say, South Ethiopia, like this one, it may be capitalized. South Sudan, capitalized, because specific region. But if when it shows as a general, or when it shows directions, we do not capitalize. Or in order to capitalize directions, it should show or it should refer to specific regions. John divides the map into sections. Look, two sections: in the north or the northeast, the south, and the west. So now this shows the specific region. Ammas keessatti specific region agarsiisaa jira waan ta'eef capitalize gochuu qaba. Garuu gaafa immoo direction duwwaa nutti agarsiisu yookiin specific gaafa nuuf hin goone immoo gaafa kanumaan general isa nutti immoo direction warra agarsiisan jechoota kana kan akka north, south, east dha west capitaliin goonu jechuudha. Qubee jalqaba isaanii capitaliin goonu. Gaafa isaan direction nutti agarsiisan. Garuu gaafa isaan specific region tokko nutti agarsiisan immoo capitalizeedhaan yookiin first letter capital goonaa jechuudha. The other, we have to capitalize sentence after semicolons. Now sentence after semicolon. Look at this. Capitalize when two or more sentences follow a colon. If a colon is given, colon means, I hope this one you know. So when a colon is given in a sentence, and in that sentence after a colon, if there are two or more than two sentences, we have to capitalize the first letter after colon. Ammas keessatti akka seeraatti waan nuti beeknu guddeessa kan nuti jalqabnu yoo periodiidhaan sentensii tokko yookiin full stoppiidhaan nume duwwaan full stoppii booda wordiin kamiyyuu kaapitaali ta'a jechuudha. Qubeen jalqabaa full stoppiidhaan gaafa dhumu. As keessatti garuu maal jechaa irra amma semikolonii boodas kaapitaalii ta'a jechuun. Qubeen jalqabaa kolonii booda kalan akkasitti qulameen sun kun sii kennamtee jennaan kaapitaalaayiz gochuu qabna qubee jalqabaa jechuudha. Garuu yoomi yoo xuqulamee kana booda yookiin kolonii kana booda sentensiin minimumii lama jiraachuu qaba kaapitaal gochuudhaaf. Yoo garuu tokkicha jirate kaapitaal hin goonu. Look at this. We have set these restrictions. Do your course before watching the television. One clause or one independent clause. The second, that includes washing the dishes. So we have to capitalize the first word, the first letter of the first word. However, we do not capitalize word after a colon if there is only one sentence following the colon. Ammaga asitti maal jenne koloniin nu kenname isa booda kolonii kana booda sentensis lamatu jira taanaan kolonii booda kaapitaalii godha. Yoo garuu kolonii booda sentensi tokko duwwaa jira ta'e kaapitaaliin godha. Fakkeenyaaf mee fakkeenya kana ilaalaa. There is a way to remember test information. There is a way to remember test information. Study a lot the night before your big midterm. Have you seen? Only one sentence. Only one sentence. So we have to begin with small letter. Amma koloniin jira asii kolonii kana booda immoo small letter dhaan jalqabne. Maaliifi kan isa booda jiru kolonii kana booda kan jirtu sentensii tokko duwwaa waan ta'eef jechuudha. Kolonii booda qubee jiru kaapitaal gochuudhaaf yookiin proper noun ta'uu qaba yookiin immoo sentensii lama jiraachuu qaba jechuudha. Malee yoomiyyuu taanaan nuti after colon the first letter is always small letter. Akka jenaalatti wantu beekuu qabnu kolonii booda first letter in small letter. Yeroo exceptionally kan inni qabu isa booda yoo sentensii lamatu jira ta'e kaapitaal gochuu dandeenya yookiin immoo proper noun dhaan jalqabaa jirra yoo ta'e kaapitaal gochuu dandeenya jechuudha. The other, we do not capitalize after colon if you are writing a list. List waa tokko naqaa jirra yoo ta'e immoo kolonii booda capitalize gochuu qabna. Mee fakkeenya kana ilaalaa. There are many metals hidden away within the earth's crust. Now this one is colon. Colon. We are going to write a listing. List gochuu deemaa jira. What are they? Gold. So G is small here. Zinc. Z is small also. And lead. L is small. So why all these letters are small? Because they are list of items. List of items. So after a colon, when there is a list of items, those list of items should be begin with small letters. This is all about. The sixth, we have to capitalize or we have to use uppercase for titles of person. Titles of person. Look, the titles may be for civil, religious, military, professional titles, as well as those of nobility, immediately preceding a name are capitalized. We have to use capital letter after title of the person. Look at this. President Clinton. So we have to capitalize this one. President is a title, used as a title here. King George. one is used as a title. Ambassador accent, you have to use capital here. Yeah. Lieutenant floor, so you have to capitalize this one also. Chairman Smith, C and also S should be capital here. Dr. Blinger, the first title, D should be capital, and also this should be B should be capital because it's proper noun. Nurse Joyce, Norton, so N should be capital. Professor Levert, P should be capital. So what you have to know, if the given word is title, those title names should be begin with capital letters. The other, we have to capitalize name of subject and the courses, like mathematics, English, the subject, communicative English, this one as a course, history, physics, subject. So we have to capitalize the first letter of any subject and also the first letter of any courses. Look, our teacher teaches us physics besides biology. So B should be capital and P should be capital here because both are subjects. Kanafi qubee jalqabaa yoo waa'ee gosa barnootaa ta'e waa'ee koorsii barnoota tokko kennamuu yoo ta'e qubeen jalqabaa yeroo hundumaa kaapitaalii ta'uu qabaa jechuudha. Maqaa gosa barnoota barannu biology, physics, maths, English, history gaafa jennu qubee jalqabaa isaa kaapitaaliidhaan barreessuu qabna jechuudha. The other, pronoun I. We do not capitalize all pronouns. We capitalize only I. Bamaqaanuu kennaman keessaa kan yeroo hundumaa kaapitaalisa fayyadamnu I. The others based on the sentence. If they used as the beginning of the sentence, we have to capitalize them. Other pronouns like we, they, it, she, he. But I should be always capitalized. Warri kaan sentensii keenya irratti hundaa'u. Yoo gaafa jalqaba irratti dhufan ta'e kaapitaalii goona. Yoo yookiin immoo full stoppii booda dhufan ta'e kaapitaalii goona. Kanaan achi bamaqaa yookiin pronaawunii kaapitaaliidhaan barreessu. Garuu yeroo hundumaa kan itti kaapitaal gochuu qabnu pronaawunii keessaa ayidhaa jechuudha. So what we should not capitalize, amma wantoota nuti guddeessaan eegaluu qabnu kanneen kan eddi jennee booda immoo kan nuti immoo capitalize gochuu hin qabne yookiin of guddeessaan yoomiyyuu taanaan kan nuti barreessuu hin qabne immoo warra kamiiti. Can you mention some of them when we should not capitalize? Here are examples. We do not capitalize seasons of the year unless it is used as the beginning of the sentence. Amma spring, winter, autumn, summer. Those all are what we call seasonal. So we do not capitalize the first letter of any season. Season tana yokin waqtiilee tana qubee jalqabaa small letter goona malee capital gochuu qabna. Kanaaf sentence tokko keessatti gaafa agar seasons are always written in small letter. Kanaaf small letter dhaan jalqabnee barreessina isaanii. So if seasons are given for you, you have to start with small letters. The other, do not capitalize short words. Gaafa short word ta'u jechuun kennamu tokko jecha gabaabdu taanaan words taanaan fakkeenya kan akka articles. You know articles? Articles are one part of the speech. It includes a, an, the. Those are what you call articles. So unless they used as the beginning of the sentence, do not capitalize such types or articles. Yoo jalqabarra dhufan duwwaa capital goona irra kana. Jalqabarra yoo fayyadamne duwwaa yookiin sentensii jalqabarratti yoo dhufan duwwaa capital letterii taasifna malee warra kana yoomiyyuu we never capitalize. The second, short words like conjunctions, like but, and, as, or, nor. Such types of words are not capitalized. Ma sentence tokko keessatti gaafa warra kana arginu small letter dhaan jalqabuu qabna. Ani capital letter dhaan jalqabna. The other prepositions, from second jedhaman kan these examples like of, to, in, on, near, we have to write them with small letters. When we should capitalize them only when they used as the beginning of the sentence. Gaafa jalqaba himaa irratti fayyadaman duwwaa yookiin argaman duwwaa capitalii taasifna malee jechoota warra akka akkasii yookiin kan akka article, conjunction, preposition capitaliidhaan hin jalqabnu jechuudha. Inni kan biraan direction gaafa specific region tokko agarsiisu duwwaa yookiin specific region tokko nutti agarsiisu duwwaa capital taasifna malee gaafa direction nutti agarsiisan total direction, general direction gaafa nutti agarsiisan we do not capitalize them. The fourth, we do not capitalize disease, name of disease and other medical terms. Medical term jechoota termoota yookiin expression ta'uu danda'a kan medical term wajjin wal qabatan capitaliidhaan hin jalqabu. Unless proper noun is part of the name or unless disease is in acronym. Yoo bifa acronymidhaan barreeffamee jiraate kan akka fakkeenyaaf Lucas 1 is written in acronym forms and also this one is written in examples of proper noun. So we begin with capital letters. Unless the others we do not capitalize them or we do not begin with capital letters, like this one polio, mumps, M is capital, small, P is small. So since the name of disease are not capitalized, unless they show proper noun or if they are written in acronym forms, we can capitalize them. Yoo bifa kana acronym barreeffamanii fi abbummaa qabeenyummaa tokko proper noun yookiin akka maqaa dhuunfaa walitti immoo fayyadamaa jiru taanaan capitalize gochuu qabnu qubee jalqabaa. Fakkeenyaaf rain syndrome, AIDS warra kana capitaliidhaan godhama. Fakkeenyaaf kun akka acronymitti barreeffamaa jira, kun immoo akka proper nounitti barreeffamaa jira waan ta'eef. This is all about our today's lesson. Let us see some practical activities which were taken from different years of national exam. Amma waan lesson kanarraa baratan immoo gaaffiiwwan qormaata biyyoolessaa kan baroota adda addaa irraa fudhaman immoo in ilaalla. Mee lesson kana iddii baratanii booda ofii keessaniif of madaala. Kun qormaata biyyoolessaa irraa kan baroota adda addaa irraa kan fudhatamanidha waan ta'eef mee ilaala. Number 1. Instructions: choose the best alternative that is written in correct punctuations and capitalizations. Amma gaa guddeessa keenya ilaallaa. First taana yeroo hundumayyuu sentencing keenya jalqabarra kan jiru yeroo hundumaa capitaliidhaan eegallaa. Hunduu capitaliidhaan eegareera asirratti. Second, Addis Ababa city dha waan ta'eef capital gochuu qabna. This one is also city one ta'eef small letter dhaan jalqabuu qabna, capital gochuu qabna. This should be capital. So because one, we can say this one is wrong. What about second? B capital here, possible. A capital, possible. Addis Ababa, A also capital, possible up to this. D capital, Tredawa, D capital also here. So what's wrong with this? Nothing wrong. So this one is possible answer. The others, look, this one is smaller, so it can't be the answer. The third, this one is begins with small letter. This one is okay. It says A capital, A is capital, and this capital here. What's wrong with this one? Only because of this one. If this one become a capital, it can be answered. So the appropriate answer for this question is B. Question number 2. Look at this. The last day to sign up for the trip to Lake Tana is Thursday. Amalala. Lake Tana. Lake Tana. L is small, T is small, and also days of the week, T is smaller. We have to capitalize the first letter of the lake and the first letter of days of the week. So because this one is wrong. What about B? The last day to sign up for the trip to Lake, L is capital, this one is right, this one is smaller, and this one is also small. Can't it be written in a small letter? No. So this option is wrong. Wrong. What about C? The last day, no need of capitalizing. What we said before, we have to capitalize days of the week, not the word itself, or not the word day. Jecha day jedhu capitalize gona tun ta'in days of the week kana akka Monday, Tuesday capitalize gona male day jecha jedhu miti. Kanafi as keessatti kun sabataatiseera. No need here. It is capital also. Lake Tana and Thursday. So because of this one is also wrong. So D, the last day to sign up for the trip Lake Tana. L is capital, T is capital, and also from days of the week, T is capital. So the appropriate answer for this question is D. Question number 3. Make an aslala. Lafiyan mata biyyoolessaa kan bara 2014 fudhatameedha. Ilaalaa kana. We are going to Guba district, certain district. Aanaadha waan ta'eef maqaa aanaa capital taasisuu qabna. The Great Renaissance. Renaissance are small here. Down in we do not capitalize preposition. We said this one is correct. It says written S is possible here. So because of this and because of Great Renaissance written in small letter, this one is wrong. What about B? We are going to Guba, G smaller. So because of only this, the others are correct. Look, G Great Renaissance written incorrect. Down in September, so written incorrect. So because of this G, this sentence also wrong. If this one is written in capital, it is correct. Amma shakana duwatu sobata jechu akan sirrintani godhe. The others, we are going to Guba, amma capitality asitti, to see the great is capital, so R is capital, and this capital here, and S is capital. So what's wrong with this? Nothing wrong. So the appropriate answer for this one is C. Why not D? D ma pintani. Look at this. G small here, R small here. So because of this both letters, the answer cannot be D. So the appropriate answer is C. Question number 4. Ekana salala. Kunis qormaatuma biyyaalessaa kan fudhatameedha. Option A, come to 6 kilo and you will take a taxi to the French embassy. Look, the beginning is capital, so the beginning of any sentence should be capital letter. Nama kanaaf as capital dan jalqabeera ta'a. Kunis capital dan jalqabeera. All of them begins with capital. Amma tokkoffaan hunduu hawaasa sirriidha. Second, to 6 kilo S small here. S small. So as a proper noun, we have to write in a capital letter. The others, to tax to French, the French F is capital here. Is capital, this one is good, but around this one S is small, so it can't be the answer. K is also small. Second, come to 6 kilo, S is capital, K is capital, possible here. You will take a taxi to the French. Up this correct, but here E is smaller because this is not the answer. What about C? Come to 6 K kilo, K is small here. This one is F is capital, A is capital. Because of this K, because it becomes a small letter, there should be capital letter here. So because of this, the appropriate answer is D. D jettaniin sirriidha. Maaliif asitti amma jalqabni isaa qubee guddaa ta'eera. Jalqabni himaa kamiyyuu qubee guddaa ta'a. Siin asitti kaapitaala ta'eera. Keen kaapitaala ta'eera. Maaliif kaapitaala goone? Because proper noun. Proper noun agarsiisa maqaa dhuunfaa maqaa area tokkooti waan ta'eef hin ta'a. French embassy F is capital, E is capital also. So the answer is D. Question number 5. Look, my uncle slowly read the tale of, look, the tale of cities. This is single inverted comma, or we can say single quotation mark. Both single quotation and double quotation are equal functions, except some of functions which make them different. The others, in the place of single, we can use double. Amma title of the book idhamandef title of the book maqaa kitaaba tokkooti waan ta'eef jalqaba mallattoo raabbii keessa kan jiru kaapitaala ta'uu qaba. Kun immoo ispoolii ta'ee jira. Kanaaf hin taane kuni asittis immoo prepositionii kaapitaaliidhaan barreesseera hin ta'u. Short words kan akka prepositionii, conjunctionii, article small letter ta'uu qabu jenne unless they used as the beginning. Amma kun immoo the first letter in quotation mark dha waan ta'eef kaapitaali ta'a. Tailiin wordiidha possible. Or here wrong because we don't capitalize preposition. Amma ishii kun preposition kana capitalize godhe waan ta'eef hin ta'u. So this one is also wrong. Yeah. This one is wrong. My uncle slowly read. Amma beginning kanatti small letter taate waan ta'eef ni kam hin ta'a. Capital possible, small possible here, T capital possible. So this one is wrong because of this. Because of T small used here, we have to use capital letter here. So the correct answer for this one is D. Number 6. January is the first month of the European New Year. Amma January is one type of month, so it begins with capital. Amma sitin ta'a. The first month of the European New Year is one smaller. So wrong because of this one it should be capital. January is the first month of the European New Year. N small because one is stronger. The second, January is the first month of European New Year, so one is possible. January is the first month of the, this one is also small letter. So the appropriate answer for this question is C. Next question. Which one of the following sentences correctly punctuate? And the capitalize. I'm not capitalization that focus go charra. Einstein said. Now said that. After that we can't use comma. This should be also begin with capital letter. When reported verbs are used as the beginning, the first letter should become a capital letter. And this one's also the name of subject, physics. It should be, or it must start with capital letter. So because one, it is wrong. Einstein says that. No need. P is capital here. Yes, possible is one because the first letter in inverted comma or in a quotation mark should be capital. So this one is capital. This one is smaller. So it is wrong. What about C? Einstein said, politics is much more difficult than physics. Now there is no inverted comma here. You have to use comma here. Then we have to open inverted comma here. Because this one is reported verb. Where reported verb is given, we have to open. Reporting verb is given as a beginning. We have to open quotation marks and insert what somebody else said inside of the inverted comma. So this one is wrong. So the appropriate answer for this question is D. Thank you very much for your attention. Part 8, grammar section coming soon. Malee barannoon keenyatti fufaa waa'ee raayitingii keessaa baanee amma immoo gara giraamariitti dabarraa. Giraameroota keessaa paartiiwwan barbaachisoo kanneen qormaata biyyoolessaa wajjin wal qabatan yeroo dhiyootti qabannee isiniif dhiyaanna. Kanaaf isin chaanalii kanaaf haaraa warri taatan subscribe godhaa. Warri maatii taatanii jirtan immoo hiriyoota keessan guutuu Oromiyaa keessa jiranii fi afaan kana dhaga'uu danda'an dhaga'anii akka fayyadamaniif immoo share godhaa. Akkasumas immoo yaada sirratu immoo sirrachuu qaba kan jettan immoo yoo jiraate immoo koomentii jalatti nu barreessaa jenna.